Brian from briandmambro.com. Here we're going to look at today this wonderful complete run of the Magazine of American History. We have the first 14 bound volumes here. It begins with the first issue in 1877. What makes this set so interesting, if we look at the table of contents, is just in this first volume alone, there is a very wide range of topics, including things like Norumbega, the Battle of Saratoga, and so on. And the set is very well illustrated throughout. As the set goes on throughout the years, the number of illustrations increases, and what we find scattered throughout are not only steel engraved portraits with tissue guards. Virtually all the plates have tissue guards, or the majority do, but there are also tinted wood engravings like this, as well as maps, some full page, some folding, etc. So let's just take a quick stroll through the set. It's a period, they're all in this beautiful period, 3/4 leather binding, marbled boards, marbled end papers, top edge gilt, with quite a number of illustrations. And for instance here, after we pass the table of contents leaves, we see here in this volume alone the list of illustrations that we could find, including maps, and there are also in some volumes folding facsimile plates of autographs, etc. There's a tavern view. That's a beautiful etching. Looks to be George Washington. Let's take a look at this volume. We go right to, oh, there's a medal of George Washington. Neil Musante just published a 2-volume work on the medals of George Washington, which is to be highly recommended. We just recently acquired that set. Here is a folding early map of the world, the Lenox globe. And in this volume, let's see what we can find. Here's the table of contents, Mound Builders of America, the letters of George Washington, which are splendid to read and are highly recommended. Here's a list of the various illustrations, including quite a number of plans and maps and charts having to do with the French. Let's see what we find here. What have we got? Get the tissue guard off of that. Oh yes, plenty of military leaders throughout and their campaigns. It looks to be here. Excellent engraving of George Washington in profile in his military uniform. I see an article here about the Battle of Harlem Plains in New York. Let's take a look. Oh yes, here is a map to accompany it. This volume here, we have Rochambeau and these plates that I've identified represent just a scattering, an assortment, and there are actually many more than I just picked out a few as I thumbed through the set a few minutes ago, just to show the range. There's another excellent portrait of George Washington. There's a map, and here we have Horatio Gates, the Southern Campaign, Gates at Camden. Oh, there's the head chief of the Pawnee Native American tribe right there. And oh yes, oh look, etchings here, folding map here, route of the French. This is printed on a bond paper. All the volumes are sound, clean, and tight, very well preserved. It appears this periodical was a monthly one, and it looks like probably the publisher bound this set up No doubt it was a deluxe production. All sorts of military campaigns. There's reviews of books. List of the illustrations in this volume. Steel etching. Franklin metal, Libertas Americana. Oh, here's a folding on bond paper. Siege of Yorktown. Folding map of New England. Here. Oh yes, a portrait of Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Here we have John Tyler. More about the Pawnee Indians. Here's another tinted wood engraved plate. And here we have a steel engraving of John Smith. There's John Quincy Adams. This set began in 1877, or the publication did, and it continues in this run through 1883. It's complete for the first, look at, there's a nice color, lithographed folding map of North America. There's also in-text illustrations throughout as well. Scholar's delight. Very handsome on the shelf. Well preserved. No doubt scarce. This is the list of illustrations in this volume. It goes on. There must be, I would say, 75 or something. This volume here is dated 1883, and it continues, it basically goes to the end of 1883. The magazine probably continued beyond that, I'm not sure. However, this is a complete run of the first series of issues right through 1883. Thanks for watching. The set is available now on our website, and if you subscribe, you'll get updates. I'll be back very soon.